All right, so we're gonna take you guys through a Levrack install next. So what we have here is 12 foot tall, 12 foot wide, times 2 Levrack systems. So we're gonna do one right at the end of the garage space. We're gonna have about a 4 foot space between the two that they can walk through to get into that side of the warehouse. So all that to say, by the end of this video, you're gonna see why this is so great. So obviously these are our uprights, super heavy gauge. It's basically pallet racking, so it's heavy duty. I don't know what the capacity is, but it's a lot more than you're probably gonna store on them. So we have the uprights here, then you have the cross rails, which double as the rails for the trolleys to roll back and forth on, as well as for the wire shelving to sit on. So obviously we've got our upright there that's going all the way against the wall. The other one's gonna get spaced 12 feet away. And then what I'll have the guys do is these two guys will each balance an upright, and then Justin and I will get on the ladders and we'll hang our first cross rail. And that'll kind of help stabilize everything. Once we get the top two in, and then the middle where the shelves are going, that'll kind of stabilize everything so we can let it freestand. What's that, Michael?
You just kind of lift up and in?
Yep, just up and in, and it locks in. There's some pins that go through the slots here on this front. Okay, are you good? All right, so let's go to do the back one. Yep, I'm good. Okay. Well, actually there's more room than you think. It looks, from here it doesn't look like you can, but there's probably this much space between the lights and the top of that. And then he can store stuff between the lights. So that's it, we're done. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do this exact thing right here. That way all the uprights are out of the way. All right, so we've got the uprights in, the top pallet rack beams in. So they can kind of sit like this now. I think what we'll do now is we gotta determine where we're gonna put the second shelf and then the top for the trolleys. The trolleys are 88 inches roughly, I think, height. So they're gonna be somewhere in this range. So we've got to split the difference for the shelf between that and the top shelf. So we're gonna figure that out and then we'll click those in place. All right, so we are installing the pallet beam for the actual trolleys that roll back and forth. So we're settling in on a height, and then we're gonna hang a trolley, measure from the trolley to the floor to make sure that we're maximizing the space we have. Because if we don't want to be too high off the ground, because then we're losing space for the shelves, but we don't want to be so low that they're dragging on the floor. So these are 2 inches apart. So we're either going to be 3/4 off the floor or 2 3/4 off the floor. So we're going to check that now. Right there.
Coming out there, back there.
Okay. There we go. So now what we'll do is we'll measure, because we know how tall our back panels are. Our back panels screw into these holes. So if we measure, we want 88 inches plus clearance. From the floor to this angle iron, which is what the trolleys hang off of, you're gonna be at 93 inches. Okay, so you want me to, I can count the holes too, Mike, for you. So 45 holes should be exposed. Then you're gonna click the bottom in the 46th hole.
If you have the 8 foot.
If you have an 8-footer. If you have a 7, it's different. Yeah. All right, so now what we wanna do is we're gonna put our uprights, we're gonna split the difference here and put, not our upright, I should say our pallet beam. So right now what we have between them is 1, 2, 3 foot, 3'4". Yeah, we have 40 inches. Framework is installed. So now we got to start building out the cabinets, to hang the cabinets onto the trolleys. So, yeah.
Something else to mention, you know, Levrack can actually be used as a way to delineate. I mean, there's another.
Oh yeah. So yeah, the way we used it is, it's defining the space for us. So this is essentially a Levrack wall for us. So that'll keep the nice side, well, the ugly side partially hidden from the nice side.
It's still decent.
It's decent. It's a decent side. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. At least I got it painted and the floor's scraped up. Because we have the ability to lay it out on a computer and render it and make it look cool so you can get a feel for how it would actually be in person. So, yeah. The other thing you could do, you know, if you did more, like say you wanted to completely block that off, but you still wanted to get through, you could stagger 2 sets of them where you kind of walk through and then go like this, where it completely blocks everything off, but you still can get there if you need to. Yeah. Anyway, I like it. It's cool. All right, so the plan is we're going to use some 1/2-inch wedge anchors to anchor this to the ground. So it looks like we can easily get 2 per side here. I'm not so sure we can get against the wall, but we can at least put 2 on those, you know, the outside 2, or inside 2, I should say. Yeah. I want to get it anchored down now before we do anything else. That way it doesn't move. That'll do it. Now we'll just do all that all the way around and it won't fall over. Good, Mike. So we're just gonna set all the shelving in, the wire shelving.
These just drop in place.
They just drop in, yep. So there's 9 of them per 12-foot unit, 3 per shelf. Probably the simplest part of the install, is dropping these in. So up next, we've got all the wire racking or wire shelving in. So up next is to install all the trolleys. So there's 6 per unit. So fixed wheels go forward, that being forward, because that's the access side of the Levrack, so those go that way. All right, so we put the fixed wheels in first. Okay, now hold that there, and I'll slide these. That's the adjustable trolley. Now you're all the way that way, right? Then you hit these with the impact. All right. And we have to do that 5 more times on this one.
Pretty easy, Mike.
Yeah, this is fast. The building the cabinets is it's a little more time consuming. All right, buddy, so back panels next, or side panels, I should say. 3/8 carriage bolts, they're 3/8 by 1 inch long. And you got your 3/8 nuts. So that goes like that. All right, there's that one. Yeah, so this is the front side panel. This is the most important one because this is the one these are the ones you see, so we want to make sure these aren't scratched. Sides are on, now we put the back on. So the sides are on, the back's hung. So now we do is put the shelving bracket in. We start at the bottom. I like that's in, okay, all right. Okay, now we need a support. So now we need a shelf. All right, that's it. So now we've got to do that an even amount of times more. So first one's done. So now we have we're just going to copy paste this on the other 5 and then 6 more. And then at the end, we'll wipe it all down, put our handles on, put our little rubber bumpers on. So now what we're going to do is this one's going to oppose. So when you're in here, this side, figure this trolley will be here, back panel here, and that way when you're in here, there's shelves here and here. So every one will be a pair that you open up, like your closet of amazingness, and got all your stuff in there.
A lot of money in parts.
A lot of money in parts and detailing products, and yeah, it's really high end, Mike.
I like it, Mike.
Yeah, this is what you need in your garage. Not 12 feet.
No, I just want one of these though, because it would help me a lot.
One 7 or 8 footer. You could put a lot in there. Yep. All right. So I think we'll carry on, Mike. Finishing touches, Mike. So we have these newer style. The Levrack we had before didn't have these nice aluminum handles like this, I don't believe. They were plastic. So we have these. We have all the little, look like 1/4 20 fasteners and some washers. So we're gonna install this, all 6 handles on here. I'm thinking Levrack up, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right, here we go. Pretty easy installation here, Mike. There we go. So where there aren't handles, these go in place.
See, they really thought about it.
They did. It's a pretty clean look. There we go. And then we need 2 over here, Mike. This is the most difficult part of the install. You don't need any friends for this part though. So it's this bumper and then this little Phillips head, pan head tech screw that goes in here. And then I'll show you really quickly how these work. There we go. So much quieter. All right, Mike. So all the bumpers are in. Everything's nice and quiet now when they tap each other. And, you know, last but not least, we have to put the Levrack sticker on. We got to represent.
Shout out to Levrack.
Yeah, man. You do make nice stuff. Usually we're taking stickers off here.
This is badging.
Yeah.
We are currently badging.
We're yeah. Oh yeah. Now we just need a little bit of rinseless wash.
That was a Press All Pro series.
It is Press All Pro Series, and it actually has McKee's rinseless wash in it. Yeah, man, I think that looks good. What do you think about that? Did I do a big success?
Yeah, that is nice looking actually.
That's nice. I think Matt will even be okay with that.
I agree. Because it's subtle, you know?
It is subtle. Yeah.
So now we just gotta do it all over again,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Rinse and repeat, Mike?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it. All right, Mike, so it's all together. So all that's left really is the sticker. So this side we're doing the OG version. We got Levrack on that. So I think this is gonna be the same color scheme as that. The grayish blue lettering with the blue hex. So we're gonna lay this out and do that. And Kyle, what do you think? Tell us about
I think
it.
it's pretty cool. This is my first time really seeing the black in person,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
pretty awesome because
Yeah.
we've always had just gray,
Right?
and we've got the new handles,
And the
which
new
are
handles
sweet.
are nice.
So, yeah,
Yeah,
pretty.
you know more about this system. I put them together, but you probably know more about the specs than I do.
So it's just awesome to have it and be able to store everything super densely. It's great for like car parts, especially being able to use like the upper racking for wheels, even exhausts. Like that's one thing that I've struggled with. You can put it up on the racks. You can put your wheels and tires up there because you can adjust the levels. So, or you could do like the 7-foot high cabinet, so you have a little bit easier way to kind of reach up there. Even as a room divider in a small space, you can still walk through it. So you don't have to worry about, it really keeping everything out of reach and all of that. Yeah, great for gear storage. That's another thing we talk about a lot. Like guys that have like, you want to do a hanging rod for jackets, hunting stuff, things like that, camping, coolers. So pretty much great for everything and just super dense. Yeah, this is a cool kind of blacked out setup.
That's satisfying.
It's complete. Yeah, I'm happy. Looks good. Looks right. I do like the colors.
Committed some badging.
Yeah, we did. We did the opposite. You think Matt will take them off?
No, I mean, we need to represent our company.
I know, I know. And I think they're subtle enough. They're not white, or white and red. I think it's good. Yep. Cool. On to the next project, Mike.